Hello everybody, and thanks for checking out my review of the new TAG Heuer Skipper from the newest Carrera Glassbox series. Now if you like this review, please click the like, subscribe, and hit the bell to be notified of future videos. Special thanks to Artem Straps for sponsoring this review. Stay tuned through the end of the video to see the Skipper on various straps. Visit artemstraps.com. We've had some great watch releases in 2023. I don't think I've seen such a universally highly reviewed series of watches from TAG Heuer as much as the new Glassbox Carreras, particularly the Skipper. TAG Heuer received a lot of criticism over the years. Interestingly, it's also the brand that turned a lot of people on to higher-end Swiss watches, myself included. The original Skipper was released in 1968 to celebrate the victory of the Intrepid yacht at the American Cup. The watch is highly collectible and very hard to find. In 2017, Hodinkee collaborated with TAG Heuer to put out a very limited reissue of the Skipper. That sold out quick, and it's also highly collectible. It's 5 years later, early in 2023, TAG Heuer released the Glassbox series of Carreras in blue, black reverse panda, and the reissue of the Skipper that currently can be purchased at TAG Heuer boutiques only. The initial release is limited, but it's not a limited edition. TAG Heuer opened a new boutique at the mall at Short Hills. Special thanks to Mike for getting this out to me. At the time of this video, they're sold out everywhere and very hard to find. The Glassbox series of watches are TAG Heuer's 60th anniversary Carrera release. They have such a creative design. The anti-reflective coated sapphire crystal is deeply domed to the edge of the case, similar to the original versions that used acrylic. There's no bezel. The Skipper is 100-meter water resistant. The case is 39 millimeters wide by 46 millimeters lug to lug. It's 13.9 millimeters thick, and it weighs 91 grams. The lug width is an interesting size at 20.05 millimeters. The crown is signed with the TAG Heuer shield. It's ridged and large enough to be easy to wind and work with. The pushers have a nice solid resistance. The case back is see-through and screw down, and it features sapphire to view the TH20-06 movement. The Skipper has such a unique and fun dial that there's so much to it. The colors stand out amazingly and play so well with the light. I don't know of any other watch dial like this. It starts with the deep blue dial. At the edge displays the white 60-second scale with triangular markers above every hour. Above each hour marker is a small dot of lume applied orange. From the edge it slopes down and features a circular brushed finish. They applied polished rhodium-plated stainless steel hour markers around the dial and matching hands with a strip of lume in the center. They added a small application of orange at the tip of the hands. The printing is simple with the Carrera logo and the TAG Heuer shield below the 12 o'clock marker. Swiss is printed above the date window, and Skipper printed with a smile at the 9 o'clock subdial. There are two subdials at the 3 o'clock and 9 o'clock, and the hidden subdial with running seconds at the 6 o'clock with the date at the bottom. The subdials are part of what attracts so much attention to the Skipper and makes it so unique. They have a three-dimensional appearance. I'll start with the 9 o'clock 12-hour subdial. From what I read at Hodinkee, they took a paint chip off of the Intrepid yacht to perfectly match the teal-blue color of the boat. They call it Intrepid Teal, and they applied that color with a lacquered finish. They modified the movement for the 3 o'clock subdial to feature a 15-minute countdown timer. They used three colors to mark off 5-minute increments. Green for the first 5 minutes, that Intrepid Teal for 5 to 10 minutes, and the orange for 10 to 15 minutes. Both subdials have a thin steel ring around them to add another layer of detail. At the 6 o'clock is a hidden subdial with the running seconds. The second markers are orange on the top and the bottom, and they used white markers at the 15 and 45 second marks. They integrated the date framed in steel at the bottom. The lume on the Skipper is minimal, but it's sufficient. They applied a thin application of green superluminova at the center of the minute and hour hands, along with creatively applying the small orange dots above the hour markers. It stays legible in the dark for a few hours. The Glassbox Carreras are using the new in-house TH20 movement. Now they modified the Skipper for the Regatta 15-minute countdown dial versus the standard 30-minute stopwatch. This movement is called the TH20-06. The TH20 movements are based on the previous Heuer 02 movements. The main technical difference is the previous Heuer 02 used a unidirectional winding rotor that was a little bit noisy and only moved in one direction. The TH20 is bidirectional, eliminating that noise. The TH20 features 80 hours of power reserve and 33 joules. It's an integrated chronograph with a column wheel to start the chronograph and vertical clutch to reduce the wear of the movement during use. These new modern movements allow for longer times between servicing, and tags increase the warranty on these watches to 5 years. Now I'd like to get into the straps. The included straps on the Skipper are blue fabric with leather bottom. They use a stainless steel deployment buckle with dual buttons on the sides. Now here's how it looks on the wrist. My wrist is 7.5 inches. These straps are very stiff out of the box. Until they break in a bit and conform to the shape of your wrist, it looks a little awkward, but after a few days they wear fine. Artem Straps was nice enough to send me some great options that match nicely with the Skipper. Now if you like these straps, visit artemstraps.com. I think one of the best ones is the Artem loopless navy blue sailcloth straps with white stitching on deployant clasp. I usually find canvas straps to be stiff and need to break in. These straps are premium with synthetic sailcloth on top, with leather on the bottom with a coating of natural rubber so you can wear it in the water. They use a silicone strip around the holes to reduce wear. They're very comfortable from the first time you wear them. There's no break-in time. There's no metal touching your wrist, so the strap end sits between the wrist and the deployment buckle. The material is very soft and flexible. These are very solid high premium straps. They also sent me some nylon NATO straps that match great with the Skipper as well. Now here's the Skipper on the navy blue. And here it is on the multicolored Artem Straps Commander. There's good reason there's been a lot of excitement about the Skipper. It's so unique. The Glassbox design makes the dial really stand out at every angle. The dial is simple, yet there's a lot going on while being so legible. I see another detail to appreciate every time I look at it. The amount of color on the dial gives it versatility for aftermarket strap options. The only criticism I have about this watch is the choice of the odd lug width being slightly wider than the even 20mm. Having a larger size 7.5 inch wrist, I was curious how 39mm would work. I usually go with a minimum of 40mm. The bezel-less case and a larger crown and pushers have this wearing more like a 41mm, and I haven't felt at any point like it was too small for my wrist. I want to thank you so much for watching my review of the TAG Heuer Carrera Skipper. If you like this review, please click the like, subscribe, and hit the bell to be notified of new reviews. I'd also like to hear what you think about this watch. Please leave a comment below. You can also find me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at DougFNJ. I plan on getting more involved on Instagram. I want to give extra thanks once again to Artem Straps. Visit artemstraps.com for some great high-quality premium strap options. Please also visit DougFNJWatches.com. I'm an authorized dealer of LoomTech watches, and I want to thank you again for watching. Be safe, and have a great day.